I was the first to pit to try to make the undercut to 3 drivers, Alonso, Hamilton and Ocon, that passed me in the stint before. New medium tires, as I said, and we have traffic. This is important, guys. At this moment, I was passed by these 3 guys, Haas, Sauber and the Alpine, but the most important is the Alpine. That is Jack Doohan, guys. Now, in this case, I knew in this lap that I have to pass these guys quickly because they were in very old tires and they were not my rivals. My rivals were ahead. They had to pit still. I had to maximize my tires, and this is what I did with Jack Doohan. As you can see, very brave move. In the 130R, almost we touch, but everything was good. And the problem started here. First, I made a mistake in the last chicane, going a bit wide. As you can see, I missed the apex, and Doohan tried to pass me again. And now we go to the main straight line of the circuit. Both we have the RS because we are behind the Sauber. And here is the moment, guys. Let me check this. Doohan passed me. Obviously, in this moment, I know I have to be in front of him. I mean, it's mandatory because if not, I will lose the chance to overtake by undercut to Hamilton, Alonso and Ocon. I have to pass Doohan now on the new tires. I try to extend the braking in the outside, and at this moment, let's try to analyze the maneuver to see if it's my fault. It's Doohan's fault. Doohan, as you can see here, is really aggressive defending the position. At this moment, I'm even touching the outside curve. It's not giving me room in the track. It's true that it's ahead, but not too much. Not too much. And here we contact a bit. It's super little touch. Even I had 0 damage on this touch. I touched like my front wing with his side pod or front wing as well, and I lose the control of the car. I try to correct the direction, and let's see the G-force of the force of the car leads me into the opposite way, into the wall. I try to control the car. I lost it. And from this point, obviously, I just try to brake the car as soon as possible to avoid the contact with the wall. The gravel helps a bit, but I can't avoid the full contact. Fortunately, the contact with the wall was around 35 kph. That is not too much, but it's enough to break the front wing a bit. I broke both end plates of the front wing, as you can see here. I tried to rejoin as soon as possible, but from this moment, obviously, my race was over in terms of fighting for points and everything. I lose a lot of downforce. I decided to don't stop because probably if I stop for new tires plus front wing chains, I will lose a lot of time and probably my finish position will be similar to what I finished not stopping, to be honest. And I prefer to survive on this medium than the hard tire. That was the only tire available. The hard tire is the C1. I hate that C1 tire. So that's why I didn't stop. But obviously I lost a lot of downforce. Then people passed me. But let's try to review again the maneuver. This is from the onboard camera. As you can see here, I'm passing the Alpine in 170. Almost here we touch. I was very brave here. I passed Doohan. This is the problem. I miss the braking. Probably if I will not miss the braking here, I will not be involved in this incident. And then it's Doohan. Try to get the slipstream. Obviously, we both DRS. I was super slow in the slipstream in straight line. I have to say, my setup for some reason, I think I have to reduce the downforce. Maybe it's something I do in Bahrain because I realized AI cars were very low in downforce. Most of the cars had much speed than me in a straight line. Even look at that both on DRS, how much faster is Doohan. So let's analyze again the moment outside, and now in this moment it's true that just Doohan is in front of me. That's absolutely clear, guys. But I'm not so far from him. He has to give me room, and in this moment you can see how he gives me a bit of room, but not too much, not so much. I have to use the outside curve. I think the defense maneuver of Jack Doohan here is, for me, is very aggressive. It's not giving me any room. Well, it's giving me a room, but not enough room, in my opinion, guys. And here the problem is we touch. It's very little. At this moment we are touching. It's like touching my front wing with the left front of Doohan. And that's why I lose the control of the car. But you can see here the room for me is not enough. It should to give me more room in that corner, I had to say. And obviously here I lost the car. And as I said before, I tried to correct the direction. But the problem is that once I recover the control of the car and I avoid touching Doohan, the opposite direction I try to change. And I lose the inertia of the car and the G-force and the tendency, the trending of the car leads me into the wall. Nothing I can do, I think, here. Fortunately, as you can see, the touch is not very big. It's not a very high speed, but yeah, enough to break the front wing. Let's see if we have one replay more. Yeah, you have a replay thing from the just Doohan's car. Here I pass Doohan, no problems. And once again, probably that's the incident or the moment that caused that happen. Missing the braking. Doohan tried to pass me. Now in traction, I had a bit better traction than him on new tires. But look at the speed. Both on DRS is much faster than me. And at this point he's ahead, it's true. And at this point he's braking. And as you can see, at this point he's not giving me too much room. You can see the weight line at the outside. Yes, I could be a bit wider, but that should not be the rule. I mean, he has to give me room. And I think the room he gave me was not too much. We touch here at this point. And I go into the wall. Let's see, we have one more replay of the incident. This is from my wheel. Let's see, we can see something here. This point you can see the touch with my end plate in the front left tire of Doohan. Nothing I can do. You can see how the end plate is broken. And from this camera it's not too much visible, the action. You can see some gravel in the tire. Here is I think this is the camera from Jan Doohan's car. Here you can see that here is very clear, guys. You can see the room he gives me is not enough. You can see where is his left front tire and where is my front wing. I have not room enough to be on track. And yeah, I was not ahead, but I was almost at the same level than him. I only had the front wing behind the Doohan's car. Hello, Epic Dragon. Finally I have time to watch your career live. Keep going. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are analyzing what happened the previous week in Japan. The incident I have with Doohan. We are analyzing that maneuver. So very welcome to the stream. And as I said, guys, for me, Doohan didn't give me room enough. That's my vision, guys, okay? You can say your own opinion, but for me, this is the proof. This is the moment. Let me drink a bit, by the way, a bit of water. This is the screenshot of the maneuver. Doohan should give me much room than that to avoid the incident. You can see, well, almost Doohan almost crashed also, but I think, guys, it's clear.